Lady Cougars, and we'll send it back to the station. We'll be back in a few minutes, so keep it tuned right here to the Bullet. Who's that?
He's got the band. He's the one that has to rebuild the band.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how long it'll be, Ken, but just...
Good evening, Cougar fans! Okay, there's the spotlight we were waiting for. Tonight is a special night. It's ring presentation night, and we are going to hear from our head coach, Mr. Brent Dalrymple.
Thank you. I wrote down some things so I wouldn't forget them and make sure I can say everything I want to say. So bear with me if I read some of this. But thank you for being here on this special night. The ride that we were able to experience and be a part of was something that we'll remember forever and be able to talk about the rest of our lives. I know we can talk about the rest of our lives because I remember that same ride in the community I grew up in when I was 6 years old. In 1976, the year after Loogootee got beat by the Marion Giants in the state finals, my hometown, Rushville, got beat by the same team, the Marion Giants, in the final game of the state championship. It was at that moment in my life I thought about wanting to win a state championship in high school basketball. The dream started with me as a player. That was never possible as a player, as our teams weren't good enough. So fast forward to the summer of 2000. I'd been a teacher and a coach at Shelbyville High School for 5 years. Coach John Heaton contacted the North Daviess superintendent, Mr. Wayne Pearl, and said, hey, you need to talk to this guy about your coaching opening. And I still remember that drive from Central Indiana, pre-cell phone, pre-MapQuest, pre-I-69. And when I turned off of State Road 37 and headed this way, I had no idea where I was going. I ended up in Odin, Indiana. I was early for my interview that day, so I remember driving around the community just to kind of see what was up and what types of things were in the community. And the most vivid thing that I remember was I remember driving by the grocery store in downtown Odin, and there was a horse and buggy parked at the grocery store, and I thought, oh man, what have I got myself into here? But the answer to that question 23 years later is this. North Daviess gave me an opportunity and a chance, and that's really all you can ask for in life. I remember being down here at the school board meeting when ND hired me, and Jerry Osmond, a member of that school board and a great personal friend of mine, asked me as we were walking through the gym after the meeting, he said, "You think you can fill this place?" My answer was yes then, but little did I know all the things that needed to be done with this program to get a place like we are tonight. So Jerry, thank you so much for taking a chance on a 29-year-old coach with no experience. And in regards to your question, yeah, we can fill this place. So we had to do this in steps. It didn't happen overnight. The very first thing we had to do was win a sectional. 2001, my very first year here, Adam Trueblood. Everybody remember Adam Trueblood? We're down 1 with 6 seconds on the clock in the sectional championship game at WRV. Adam went the length of the floor, pulled up from 15 and hit the bottom of the net. And the line of cars and the celebration that his shot set off in this community was completely unimaginable. It gave me some time to get things going. 2006, we got moved into the Bar Reeve Loogootee Sectional 63. Aaron Harpstrike, Dwayne Jolliffe, Garrett Byer, and others pushed us another rung up the ladder as we won Sectional 63 for the very first time. Then in 2009, my assistant coaches, Coach Wagler, Coach Nugent, we not only won Sectional 63, but we won our first ever regional championship. We went to Seymour for the semi-state and got beat by Jacksonville. And then in 2011, Nick Craze, Joe Riggins, Isaac Schwartzentruber, Lewis Nugent, and Clayton Byer. We did it again. But we couldn't win that, we couldn't take that next step. It was very frustrating, to say the least, to watch our neighbors do this time and time again, and we seem to not be able to. Bar Reeve, just down the road, has been to the state finals 7 times since 2002. They've got 2 state titles. Loogootee has been there twice and won it all in 2012. We respect both of these programs very much and wanted desperately to get ours. So to have this state championship happen for our program, our kids, our coaches, our families, our school, and our community, it's why it means so much to us. We've been working at this for a very long time, and we finally got it done. We've officially joined the club. So as I wrap up, I just want to say thank you to a few people. I want to thank you to my family for their support. My mom and dad sitting right over here. I've coached over 500 games here at North Daviess. They've been about 90% of them. They live about 3 hours away. And again, pre-I-69, they were still coming down here. So thank you, Mom and Pop. Love you guys very much. Appreciate you very much. My wife, Tina, and my children, Maddie, Mia, and Hank, thank you so much for the support, the belief, and the fun we've had over the last 20 years. Thank you, players, for making all of our dreams come true, and congratulations to our players. Thank you all, to all the coaches, past and present. Coach C, you got to be in the house somewhere. Thank you. Coach Mokris, you're my right-hand man, and you know this could not have happened without your wisdom and dedication to this program. Thank you to our administration, Mrs. Berry and Mr. Geralds, and all of our school boards throughout the years in the same building. For 23 years, they've had my back all along, and I appreciate you. Lastly, thank you to the fans and thank you to the community. This is a great place, a wonderful place to raise your kids and live. I'm so happy that you were able to experience this and be a part of it as well. Thank you very much. Okay. So we're going to get on with the reason that we came here, and the reason we came here is to pass out some state championship rings, and the first ring that I have the privilege of passing out tonight will go to our assistant athletic director, English teacher, junior high guru of both tennis and basketball, and most importantly, my friend, Mr. John Mullen. There you go, brother. And I'll turn it over to John, and he can put his ring on, and he can then see the rest of this.
Yep. Thank you, Coach. Next person we are going to introduce, and he is going to help our principal, Mr. Jed Geralds, with the ring ceremony. I'd like to introduce, and everybody already knows him, Plainville Midget graduate, the school's first athletic director, coach, school board member, the guy who brought Dalrymple to North Daviess, and that's Mr. Jerry Osmond. Coach Dalrymple will present state championship rings to our administrators, and our superintendent is our first, Mrs. Jody Berry. Next up, our principal, Mr. Jed Geralds. Next, we'd like to present rings. And we have our managers doing this. If we can direct our spotlight attention to the south end, we'd like to present our radio personality, Mr. Jonathan Graber, with a ring. And also, behind the camera, especially the past couple of seasons on the live stream, and that's Mr. John Burkhart. Next, at the scorer's table, when she's not driving our bus, longtime Cougar bus driver and scorekeeper, Miss Marcia Franklin. Now we'll present rings to our coaching staff. First, Mr. Logan Wagler. Next, Mr. Braden Wesner. Our JV coach, Mr. Thomas Nugent. Nuge! Next, Mr. John Mokris. and our head boys basketball coach and our state champion coach, Mr. Brent Dalrymple. Student managers, Hank Dalrymple. Good job, Hank. Next, Nick Quackenbush. And our graduate student manager, Hayden Parisian. And introducing our state championship roster, Wyatt Bishop. Caden Stahl. Willie Wagler. Luke Marner. Travis Raber. Landon Schwartzentruber. Max Toy. Skin Dog, Bryson Skinner. Bones, Braden Stickles. Sticks, Brendan Stickles. Lance Wilson. Logan Wilson. Jalen Mullen. I feel like we've got a couple more to go. Seniors, class of 2022, state champions, Number 11, Marcus Britton. And number 22, Devin Collins. Okay, you guys are going to head up the stairs in just a moment, okay? Just chill for a minute, get a picture. Okay, Phil. North Daviess, 2022.
Hello. Check one, North Daviess Cougars, Loogootee Lions from...
Well, I don't know what to do. I could restart it.
Let me restart it. Let me restart my phone. Whoops, I hung up on him. Restart my phone. That's all I know what to do. Just restart your device. That's what I do.
That's the tech. My tech fix for everything. Just doesn't always work.
into what Loogootee does or what to expect from players from last year. He said, I've been worried about pageantry all week. You know, we got a big ceremony coming up.
And we've got some time here before Loogootee and North Daviess hit the floor. Again, that girls contest, that was a nice win for the Lady Cougars, 33-26. But we got a lot to talk about in this pregame. But first, we want to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back at the Cougar Den after this 2-minute break. North Daviess Cougar basketball here on the Bull is produced by Media 5 Sports. Eagle kid, he's a 6'3 senior, and Parker Arvin's a 6'5 senior. So they've got some nice experience back from a team that on the other half of that sectional bracket, they had that kind of, I think they were looking forward to another chance against Bar E. I'm not saying that's all that happened. Give Orleans credit. Of course, Orleans kind of an upset there in the sectional, so Loogootie's ready to get back at it as well.
Yeah, I think it's fair to call that Orleans win an upset. Not that Orleans wasn't good enough to beat them. It's just, I don't think that was the pick at the time. Like you said, you've got Eagle back, you've got Bledsoe back. I remember, Eagle's kind of the guy that came here and busted us up pretty good 2 years ago, opening night. I think there was a couple of, I think the opening night got canceled because of COVID, but in the
tournament.
In the tournament.
The holiday tournament.
Yeah, Eagle comes in off the bench and nails a couple threes on us, or maybe three of them. I don't know. He had a couple for sure, and we wound up in a double overtime game that night. But Parker Arvin really had some nice games last year. At one time I was wondering where's the missing piece, then all of a sudden Arvin starts in with some double-double type of games.
Well, I didn't get to any of the summer games for the Cougars. I know it's summer ball's not the same, but boy, they played well that summer. They played over 20 games and really dominated the teams they played. They lost a couple of close ones, but they played some really good teams this summer. And then I wasn't at the scrimmage either against Bloomington North, but I saw some video highlights of that, and they really held their own against the 4A school.
They did. They got down early. That was kind of tough on them. But once they started clicking a little bit, and I was talking to somebody in the hallway earlier, and we do have a lot of experience here. There's no question. We've added a nice piece in the Brower boy, and I think we are making a concerted effort to maybe score a little more this year. And so although these guys have played together, they have good experience. Don't be surprised if you see a little struggle to get comfortable as they're trying to add a little more to their offense than what they have in the past.
Well, and is this? I don't know. This is the opening game, of course, is why they did this ceremony tonight. It was nothing about Loogootee, but that could be a really tough challenge for these Cougars with all this pressure and all that ceremony and emotion. They got to play a team that's so ready to kick their hind ends.
Absolutely. If you're Loogootee or not Loogootee, any opponent coming out for this game that sits in the locker room as you're going through that ceremony. I mean, it's obviously not directed at Loogootee or players. It just happens to be that's who's on the schedule to start the home openers. But that's kind of gives you a little motivation. It's like, have fun with dropping your banner tonight, fellas, and we're going to take care of business on the floor, though.
Yep, should be a great one between North Daviess and Loogootee. We thought the schedule was tough last year, Cole.
Oh, boy.
Boy. I don't even know where to begin.
It certainly didn't get easier this year.
The schedule this year, after tonight, the boys will be, well, it's a long story, but they were supposed to be at the Holman Center in Terre Haute. Now they're going to be at Rose Holman on this coming Saturday. I think there's 8 games. They'll finish the night. They're in the last game of the night. It's supposed to be around 8:30, and being the last game, it might be later than that till it starts.
Yeah.
They're playing Terre Haute North at Rose Holman.
Yeah.
Then they're going to play an even longer story. They're playing Evansville Christian the next weekend at Oakland City. That's an even longer story than the Rose Holman Center story. Then they'll host North Central Farmersburg, a conference game on the 9th. Then they play Beech Grove at Southport on December 10th. Then they're at Mater Dei. and they're going to be in a state championship game in football again, like they was last year. There was 5 junior starters last year. Cougars were fortunate enough to beat them. They weren't quite in basketball shape. Let's hope that's the same case again this year.
I think that I hadn't thought about that. It is the same scenario. A really good team, really good basketball team, but you got a lot of guys that extend their football seasons past Thanksgiving at Mater Dei.
And the Cougars play in this Bobcat Classic up here, December 21st, 2nd, 3rd. Always good competition. Then they're in another tournament you may have heard of on December 30th, the Hall of Fame tournament. They got picked for that. They're playing Northwood, probably the best team in 3A. And then whether they win or lose, they'll play Ben Davis or Penn, 2 of the biggest schools in the state of Indiana. Back home for Eastern Green in Washington in a couple of road conference games. They got Linton and Bar Eve still on the schedule, of course. They go to Connorsville on February 4th, another good 3A team. And they finish the season, they'll go to Seymour, play there. Then they'll host Edinburgh and finish out at Sullivan.
Yeah.
We're not trying to get too far ahead of ourselves, but you can't create much tougher schedule for these guys.
No,
I talked to John Mullen. He said the thing about it, we're going to have some losses. They don't like to lose, but nobody's going to be more prepared in March than what we are in our situation.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's important. At the end of the day, I mean, obviously you want to win your conference. Then you want to win as many games as you can, but it's really about March when it's all said and done. And so if you want to be ready, this is the way to go about it, and rack up a lot of miles in between now and then. But I'm not sure how that Rolls-Holman thing works. Will they let a guy with my brains on that campus? I don't even know if I'm allowed to be on that
campus.
I
don't know if they can let me in the parking lot, but I never really thought about that. But that's pretty smart people go there. But it starts tonight with Loogootee, and looking forward to a great matchup. Always a long-time rival. They've dominated the series overall, but the Cougars have held their own for the last, 15 years for sure. So look forward to it tonight. We're going to take another break and be back with more pregame. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. North Daviess Cougar basketball on the board is a Media 5 sports production. Daviess Cougars leave the floor. Loogootee already left the floor. Cougars and Lions. The girls opened us up with a 33-26 win over Loogootee. That's the first time they beat Loogootee in a while. I'd have to look that up. But, of course, Loogootee had lost quite a bit from last year, and the Cougars are up and coming. But nice win for them to get us started in the great ring ceremony and the banner unveiling. And now a big crowd here to watch a great game between North Daviess. I just don't. It'd be great for the Cougars to come out and take care of it, but I don't see them running away in this game. I see it being down to the wire all the way.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise you Loogootee wins either.
Yeah, I mean, first thing about it is you never really expect to run away from Loogootee no matter what.
Right.
And they've got plenty of talent. There's no issues there, you know. Haywood's been there for how many years now? I mean, it's his system. It's, guys know it. I'm looking forward to watching his son play. I've heard a lot of good things about him. I assume he'll be on the court tonight. He's a freshman. Just heard a lot of good things about him over the years. Never really got a chance to see him play.
Loogootee back out with their black uniforms and gold numbers and letters.
Really kind of pretty. Black and gold is very, very pretty.
There's been times over the years that ain't been very pretty. But yeah,
well, it always is in West Lafayette.
I got you. See, I'm kind of slow. This is early in the season for me too. I just got the one game in. We did that girls game at with Shoals here at North Daviess. That was back on the 4th. But yeah, I'll get warmed up here.
Yeah, I think you mentioned the Cougars are up and coming. On the girls' side, they play some young girls and they're good. Took Coach Jared Rimmel's team right down to the wire the other night.
Yeah, and they're down a little bit, but they're always going to be Linton, and it was a 3-point contest.
Yeah, but once teams that are established, you can say they're down, but they're tough outs. I don't care.
Yeah, because the culture's there, and you still got to take it away from them.
Yeah, and you still got a Rimmel on the sidelines. You still got girls that have been in that program. I mean, you've got a community that supports it, and it makes them good.
Yeah, we got a heck of a student section over here for Loogootee. I mean, North Daviess does too, of course, but Loogootee's out. They're hunting Cougar. They've got the camouflage on, and the Cougars, what they're wearing?
I think championship blue.
I guess with the blue ribbons. Yeah, they're all wearing those blue shirts. Cougars back out. Just a few minutes to go here. We're not. It's 8:03. So we're not way off here on time, but that ceremony took probably 15 minutes, probably maybe 20. And the Cougar fans didn't mind it one bit. I don't know if I can say the same. Maybe the Loogootee fans probably saw as much as they wanted to see, probably.
Yeah, it is. When you're on the visiting side of any type of ceremony,
you already got our money at the gate. Can we get the game?
It seems like it takes too long. I don't care what the ceremony is.
Yeah.
But that's part of high school sports. There's it's a the beauty of it is it's a community thing, and so that means sometimes you're doing some ceremonies to showcase some student athletes or some academics or whatever it is for the community.
Well, I remember, Cole, that last year, I know that was last year, but last year's game opener against Loogootee down at the Lions Den, 3-2 after one quarter. Loogootee threw that zone at the Cougars, and the Cougars couldn't bust it. I don't know for whatever reason. They couldn't go down baseline like they wanted to against that zone, and just didn't happen. But then they did get a sizable lead in that second half. Before, thank you, got a nice congratulations there from another media man. But the Cougars got a lead, and then Loogootee come back, but North Daviess was able to get that 5-point finish at the end. All you want's a win, just like tonight. You want to win, whether it's 1 or 10.
Absolutely. Whatever it takes to get the win in the column and move on down the road is the goal on game night. Obviously there's a lot more to that when you're practicing, but on game night it's get the win and get out of the gym.
Well, we're getting ever so close. We'll have our national anthem and the starters between North Daviess and Loogootee. I don't know how they did that with the girls playing first. I thought they might have the national anthem, but they didn't. So they're doing it here between games, which is fine. I don't know if there's really any law on that.
We'll see if John Mellencamp's in the house here. He took a little heat over the weekend, I saw. forgot to stand up for the anthem at the court.
Oh, I didn't know what you see. I'm
Yeah.
whether it's
You need to get on
pop
Twitter.
culture.
You gotta
or-
get on Twitter.
I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm not on social media at all, so that's why I'm the last one to know anything. So he forgot to stand, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
I think I assume he forgot. I'm not sure.
Well, we're just about ready for starting lineups, and we're going to take one final break here before we get those starting lineups. We will take a 2-minute break here from the Cougar Den.
Good evening, basketball fans. At this time, if you would please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats. As the North Daviess Cougar Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Jeff Manor, now present our national anthem.
Starting lineup for the North Daviess Cougars and the Loogootee Lions. And we apologize for our technical difficulties. We're really fighting the audio in here tonight. I don't have all the answers. I'm predicting it's the full house.
Yeah, I think that we had a little trouble with that last year in the Bobcat. You get a lot of extra media in here. A lot of guys are trying to use signal.
Well, first the starters for the black and gold Loogootee Lions. Leighton Jeffers is a 5'10 junior. Brandon Bledsoe, a 5'9 junior. Would he be a brother to Peyton Bledsoe?
He is, yeah. You know, he doesn't have the height, but watched that guy play a lot of years with, the youth stuff, and he is a worker.
Isaac Eagle, a 6'3 senior. Peyton Bledsoe, the 6'4 senior.
Man, looks like we should have Isaac Eagle at North Daviess playing football last year. Yeah. Looks like a heck of a wide receiver, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Parker Arby's the final starter, a 6'5 senior. Eagle, Jeffers, Arvin Bledsoe, and Bledsoe. 3 seniors, 2 juniors. And the Cougars will go with the law firm of Wilson, Stickles, Mullen. I assume that's where they're going.
I think it is.
Braden Stickles, 6'3 senior, Lance Wilson, 6'2 senior, Logan Wilson, 6'3 senior, Brendan Stickles, 6'5 senior, and Jalen Mullen, 5'11 senior. Well, what can you say about these guys, but especially that number 2, Jalen Mullen? Something we haven't talked about. He's 3 points away from 1,000.
Yeah, he's just had a heck of a career at North Daviess, whether it be tennis or basketball or.
We might as well celebrate something. Well, he better get 3 points tonight, or we'll probably be in trouble.
Yeah, we were having a discussion actually last weekend with some guys, and they said, "What do you think, Jalen's?" He's like 24 a night, 26 a night. And, Let's think about that a little bit. I mean, there's probably nights that you're going to need him to have that, but it almost feels like for us to have our best opportunity to really be the best team we can. We got 4 or 5 guys capable to be in that 12-point-a-game range, and maybe he's a few points ahead of that on his average, but it seems like to really be a tough matchup, I don't know if you want him averaging 26 a night.
Well, I think more often than not that wasn't the case. He did have several games where he scored 20 or more, but I don't think that's really.
No, he probably averaged, 15 or 16 last year?
He averaged, going into state, he averaged 16.4.
Yeah. And that's about right when you got a cast around you like he does.
Yeah. All right. It is 8-11 on the East Coast, as well as here in Indiana. And we're going to get this game underway. North Daviess and Loogootee. What a way to open the season. That crowd, packed Cougar Den. Stiggles gets the tip back to Logan Wilson, and we're underway with the 2022-23 season on the boys' side. Mullen out top, on the dribble. Over left side, Lance Wilson. He'll come off a screen from Stickles. Around the corner, here's Mullen. He was in the right corner, out around the perimeter. Bones had it. In the corner, Mullen left, and Brendan Stickles looking for the ball down low. He's down there battling with Eagle. Out to Lance into Mullen, quickly out. Logan Wilson, back to Mullen. Doesn't shoot. Loogootee making him work to get a look here.
You remembered how much trouble that 2-3 zone gave us last year. Looks like Loogootee remembers too.
Yeah, 3 left side is good for Logan Wilson.
Now that will make a difference though.
Yeah,
if you can make some of those threes, you can bust that zone up.
Well, one thing I saw in those summer games, I know there's summer games, but even that scrimmage, it seemed like we're more of a 3-point shooting team than we was. I mean, we'll have to see how that turns out in regular season games, but here's Peyton Bledsoe down low. A reverse layup is good. Well, it's a tough shot by Parker Arvin, the 6'5 senior. And it's 3-2. Our first quarter brought to you by Casey's General Stores. Casey's here for good on the Ripco System scoreboard, 3-2, North Daviess. It was 3-2 after 1 last year, like I mentioned. 6:37 to play first quarter. Straight away, Lance. Left side, Braden Stickles. We always have to call them Sticks and Bones. Mullen for 3. Got it. And there it is. There's 1,000 points.
1,000 points, that's right.
Something else to celebrate. 1,000 points for Jalen Mullen. The confetti flies in the student section. The Cougars lead 6-2. Big cheers. Now Loogootee has it on the right side. That's Brandon Bledsoe. Out on the wing to Eagle. Around left side, that's Jeffers. 2 minutes going in the contest, 6-2 North Daviess on the Ripco System scoreboard. Cross court, open 3, left side, no good, in and out, tipped around, taken by Logan Wilson. He leads the break down the way, down the lane, up and good. Logan Wilson scored. That was a strong move from the kid. He was getting hacked a couple times there down the floor. He said, forget that, I'm going.
He made a strong move to the basket there. A little one step off direction and laid that thing in through a lot of contact.
8-2 North Daviess. 5:26 left first quarter here from the Cougar Den. Out to Eagle. There at the left elbow. Turn Jeffers. Doesn't shoot it. And they'll get it with Eagle. Bounced over right side. Brandon Bledsoe. Jeffers doesn't shoot. Backed away. He backs away from Mullen. Almost 3 minutes going here in the opening quarter from North Daviess. It's 8-2 Cougars. Left side, that's Eagle. Trying to get these names down from last year. There's not that many that shouldn't be hard to forget. Getting old. Bledsoe down the right side of the lane. He'll toss it in. The runner, that's Peyton Bledsoe, the 6'4 senior. 8-4 Cougar lead. Don't want him to get hot.
No, Bledsoe's a great scorer. I mean, he's one of those guys, once he gets his position on you, you're probably not going to do much. You got to really defend him before he has the ball.
Logan Wilson straight away goes over to his brother Lance on the wing. Bounce back out to Mullen. Doesn't shoot. Here's Lance. He'll try it from the left side. Good! 3 for Lance. That's 3 threes. Making me sound like a genius. I said they're shooting the 3 better this year. Well, so far they are.
So far, so good. And Loogotee's seen enough of it for a minute.
Yeah, they call a 30-second timeout. So we'll take one as well. 11-4 North Daviess. 4:21 left. First quarter. We're back in 30 on the bullet.
Jalen Mullen for scoring his 1,000th point.
That's so deep three. Oh, yes, sir. That's what I said. That, like you said, he's a scorer.
He is.
Man, that was a deep three.
That was a deep three, and you knew when he caught it, it was probably going up.
And a good chance it was going in.
There's a real good chance it's going in when it goes up.
13-7, North Daviess. 3:35 left, first quarter of the Ripco System scoreboard. Logan out to Lance. Mullen has it. He goes all the way out to the half line. Takes a look at Coach Dowrable. Calls the play. Sticks out there looking to set him up with a screen. Instead off to Logan. Back to Mullen, left side. 3:20 to play first quarter. Mullen pulls up inside the free throw line. Doesn't shoot it. Dumps it down to Logan. Logan dumps it off to Stickles. Goes up and draws the foul.
He's good interior passing there. Wisely, Loogootee doubled on Logan when he caught the ball, and he found the open man there across the bottom of the lane.
Foul on Parker Arvin, the 6'5 senior. First foul of the game. 13-7 North Daviess. Sticks. Good.
Sure hope to see we see Sticks continue the free throw shooting that he put on display last year. He was a real clutch free throw shooter. The Linton game, for instance.
Yeah. Needed every one that game.
Oh, boy.
24-23 up at Linton. Second one. His first 2 points. 15-7 Cougars on the Ripco System scoreboard. We got 3:09 to go first quarter from the pretty well sold out Cougar Den. And now here's, that was Jeffers. Got a new man in there, number 3, Camden. It's his coach's son, Haywood. And there's Jeffers for 3. Good. Loogootee trying to stay in it with some triples of their own. 15-10.
Well, you knew when that lead got up, looked pretty significant for the early play when to get the game started.
Lance drove and kicked. He got called for the offensive foul, and Bose made the 3, but it was an offensive foul. Turnover Cougars.
That was a good call. You hear coaches all the time say play off of 2 feet, and just got up in the air, floated into a Loogootee player that made a good decision and took a charge.
Bones out. He's replaced by Austin Brower, the new kid on the block, 6'4 senior for North Daviess. Jeffers doesn't shoot the 3. 2.5 to play first quarter, 15-10. Haywood picks it up. Jeffers right side beyond the arc. Peyton Bledsoe. Corner to Haywood. Thrown right into the hands of Logan Wilson. Down the other way gets Bledsoe. Up and good. Protected him with his body, laid it up over the big fella. Logan's got 7. 17-10 Cougars. 2:08 to play first quarter.
Oh, I thought we were going to get another steal there.
Yeah. Open 3 for Haywood. Air ball. But it's taken by Bledsoe. He'll get it back out to Haywood. Good save by Bledsoe. All he wanted it. He was open down there.
Yeah.
Now he'll shoot it left corner. Deep 3. He's just a scary player because it just feels like those shots have no business going in, but they do.
Yeah.
Back in the tournament against Bar Eve up here at the Bobcat. Man, the shots he was making, they won that game. 17-13 North Daviess. 1:34 left first quarter. Here's Mullen on the left side. Goes out towards the left elbow. Back to his defender. He'll feed it down to Sticks. He'll go up on his man. Right hand off the rim. No good. Taken by Loogootee. 17-13. Lions trail by 4, but they've got the ball. 23. That's Drew Walker. He's a junior. Another 3 on the way. Bang. Got another one. Leighton Jeffers. Well, we got to hope they're wanting us to cool off. Yeah, and I hope the heck they cool off. My goodness. They've got 4 threes. I guess Cougars have got 3 threes. 17-16. Loogootee within 1. It was 15-7. Minute to play in the quarter. Mullen drives to the free throw line. Passes it off. Bounce pass to Logan out beyond the arc. He'll feed it down to Sticks. Lost it off his knee. Gets it back in the corner. They try to trap him. And then a foul called on Loogootee. 48 seconds left. Well, so far it was worth the wait, right?
Yeah, it was. It's a really nice game. I do like North Daviess is doing a lot of trapping, and then with the length they've got and the speed in Jay, it seems like a good plan until somebody proves you don't need to be doing it, I guess. But so far, that's not been the case.
Isaac Wagner's into the game, a 6'3 junior. He replaces Arvin. 40 seconds for the Cougars. They lead by 1. Logan gets about lost it, gets it to Lance. Fed down low, it's knocked away. It's time to hit Brower. Turnover North Daviess. Loogootee can take the lead. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Leighton Jeffers with a couple triples. Straight away, it's Haywood standing in the jump circle with 15 seconds left on the clock. This is not exactly the 3-2 quarter we saw last year.
No, not at all.
Here's the big fella, Bledsoe. Leaner from the right side, air ball. Saved in bounds by Lance Wilson. 3-quarter court from Mullen.
There you go. Oh,
off the backboard. It looked like it was on line.
I thought it was going to hit around the square. I thought he was going to have a chance, but it was up high on the backboard.
After 1 on the Ripco System scoreboard, it's North Daviess 17, Loogootee 16. We're back in 60 seconds. North Daviess Cougar basketball. The Bullet is produced by Media 5 Sports. Second quarter brought to you by Casey's General Stores. Casey's here for good. 17-16, North Daviess. Loogootee has the possession arrow. It's been a wild one so far, Cole.
Yeah, it's been a really good game. Loogootee obviously would like to clean up the turnovers, but that's a lot of that length that North Daviess is sticking in their faces.
Loogotee's got it with Jeffers. He's got a couple triples here in the game. On the dribble, way out there, guarded by Brower. Austin Brower, 6'4 senior. Into the corner, there's Bledsoe. No, it's Drew Walker. He's a big kid, too. He's about as big as Bledsoe.
He is.
Bledsoe's not in there, is he?
No, he's not right now, which is unusual.
Into the corner, that was Walker. He doesn't shoot it. There's a Bledsoe in there, but it's his younger brother, Brandon Bledsoe.
Good point. Peyton's not in there.
I'll just refer to the elder Bledsoe as the big fella. Over on the left side, this is Bledsoe, Brandon. Looking for somewhere to go against his Cougar defense. The Cougars hustling, making them earn it. A minute gone in the second quarter at 17-16 Cougars. Handed off to Jeffers on the right side. He goes right to left with the dribble. They'll come out and try to trap. They tried to trap Bledsoe. Quickly around. There's an open three. Oh, it was blocked. Partially blocked by Brower. That was a good look at a three, but Brower recovered and blocked it. Lance left corner. One more time.
You know how many times I watched Purdue and IU play and wish they could shoot like this? My goodness.
Well, you would like Purdue to shoot that way. I'd like Indiana to shoot that way.
Well, the nights we're not playing Purdue, I'm okay with IU shooting good.
I'll return the favor there. Same here. I like, yeah.
You know, say Purdue was playing some little team with a weird mascot in the NCAA tournament. I mean, you probably would root for Purdue, right?
Uh-oh, we're going to open some old wounds. Here's Loogootee in the right corner. Cross court they go. Timeout, Loogootee. Coach Haywood says, I've seen enough for now.
The three off. Isaac Wagner hit the three.
Yeah.
Or Isaac Eagle, I mean.
Yeah, Eagle. Quick timeout. It's a 30-second break. We stay right here. It's 20-16 North Daviess with 6:14 left, second quarter. What a ball game. What a way to start.
Not a lot of rebounds in this game because nobody's missing.
Yeah, it's hard to get rebounds.
It is. It's hard to rebound the ball. It's hard to get rewarded in the stat sheet. At least it's not hard to rebound them through the net, but you don't get in the stat sheet for it.
The game tonight brought to you by Casey's General Store. You can buy any large pizza, get the second one for half price. You can order it on their app and pick up curbside. Casey's here for good. And if we don't get out of here too late, why not head over to Casey's and get that deal? Loogootee has the ball in front of the North Daviess bench. It's 20-16 Cougars. 6:14 left in the first half.
Now Peyton Bledsoe's re-entered.
Jeffers goes over left side. That's Eagle. Gets it into Peyton Bledsoe. Around his man, scores 2 more. 10 points already. Logan Wilson into the lane. Boy, they didn't pick him up very well. He'll turn on Bledsoe. Miss it, though. Tipped around, taken by Loogootee. Good look. Peyton Bledsoe. And what's the call here? Away from the ball.
I think they called a hold when Bledsoe was dribbling. No? Who did he call that on? Yeah, it was. Called him on Lance. He was guarding Peyton.
2 fouls on each side. Bones will re-enter. Yeah, so he goes out.
You know, we talk about Peyton Bledsoe and his shooting, but he's a big guy, you know, and he's not real fast, but he's got good footwork. You know, he gets himself positioned well.
Across the timeline from the backcourt, Jeffers. Out to Eagle. Jeffers has already got a couple threes. Oh, he nearly had a stolen Mullen. Couldn't quite. What? Did they say it was last touch by Loogootee? Oh, I
think he's saying Bledsoe got a hand on it. But there's no way this guy can overrule that from half court, can he? Oh, okay. The official was just confirming that was the call. I thought
it looked like that Mullen tipped it out of bounds. But they're going to say Jeffers just.
You know, honestly, I don't blame the Loogootee coaches because it looked to me like it was out on Mullen as well. But maybe Bledsoe got a hand on it.
But the official was right there. He says no. We're 100 feet away from there. And we've always had a good trust in the officials to know that they make the right call.
Exactly.
Schwarzentroober's in there, Landon Schwarzentroober. Now they're to make the Loogootee coach and fans happy. Go ahead and call something away from the ball to give it back to him. Now that'll be nice and tight, evened up.
I don't know why you didn't do that. That was...
Coach Darable's letting that official hear about it. So there's no need for that.
Yeah. Boy.
He is working on him. Lagootee's got the ball. 20-18. North Daviess with 5:03 to play second quarter. Long 2 for Bledsoe. Bounces once, twice, no good. Bones gets it, gets whacked, and are they going to get a foul? They're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I think so.
Officials was kind of looking at each other. Sticks is going to come back in.
That's be the first time we've seen re-enter a game this year, but you know, all last season, every time Sticks entered, it seemed like something good happened.
Yeah.
You know, things went our way for a minute or two when he would enter a game.
This could be the one and only matchup between Loogootee and North Daviess this year. And one other way would be if they'd meet in the Bobcat. They're on opposite sides of the bracket. There's Mullen drive, pull up elbow, no good. Tipped around. Schwarzentroober had his hand on it. I was going to mention Landon Schwarzentroober, 6'1" juniors out there. Jeffers doesn't take the shot from the left wing, drives it in, turns on Mullen and scores.
A nice turnaround.
We're tied at 20 on the Ripco System scoreboard. 4:25 to go in the half. Logan Wilson. Bones has it left corner. Out to Schwarzentroober. Oh, gets popped. Sticks, hands it off to Mullen. Sticks tries to scrape for him. Mullen around his man down low and scores. Good job, Jalen. 7 points for Jay Mullen. 22-20. North Daviess. 4 minutes to go. You talk about two coaches that are into this one. Oh, near steal. Down low. Eagle. Oh, travel. Yes, sir. Good job, Brendan Stickles and Landon Schwarzentroober.
Yeah, our guys held their ground. They didn't take the fake, and it honestly kind of tied up the guy that gave the fake.
Cougars had briefly got tied up again. Now they do have the ball and a 2-point lead. But that's not hardly safe in this game.
No.
Yeah, and of course, here's Mullen at the free throw line. Quickly out. Bones doesn't shoot. Guarded by Peyton Bledsoe. Hands it off. Logan Wilson straight away. 3:39 left first half. Mullen guarded out there by Walker. Directs some traffic. Between the circles, left side, Schwartzentruber. Back to Mullen. Mullen, left side of the lane. And foul called.
Going to hold on Walker.
Down below our vantage point. Can't quite. There's the end line. Got to lean forward to see the end line from this. Not bad. Not a bad view. Now Brower will re-enter for Schwartzentruber.
Landon gave him some good minutes there. You know, he's a young guy with not a lot of varsity experience. He came in, he held his own, didn't make mistakes, and that's how you find more time on the court when you're trying to break into the lineup.
I don't know if he's completely decided on his rotation, but so I didn't know exactly how they would approach that. And then there's a foul. Over-aggressive there by Walker. He fouled Logan.
Two in a row on him.
Mullen will inbound under the basket, just to the right of the basket. 22-20 North Daviess. They'll lob it up top to Logan Wilson. Mullen gets the ball back out top. He'll shoot a three off the pass. Got another one. Jalen Mullen.
Well, I hope we shoot free throws as well as we shoot the three.
Down low, all the defense got it, beat him back. A foul, no good on the shot, but it goes to the line. That was Arvin beat the Cougars back, and then Logan went up and fouled him. So he'll have to earn them from the stripe.
Is Logan's second foul, or is that still up from Walker?
It's Logan's first,
it's the same number.
So Parker Arvin, the 6'5 senior, he's got 2 on the game. It's 25-20 Cougars. 3:08 left until halftime. The first one is good. Cougars led by 1 after 1 quarter, 17-16. And the second one got them both. 4 points for him, 25-22 Cougars on the Ripco System scoreboard. 3:05 left in the first half. Logan drives it, lost it, and then a kick ball. Might have been a break for the Cougars if it was kicked, because that one was going the other way.
Yeah.
Mullen gets it into Sticks in the corner, handed back to Mullen. He'll bring it out of there, out toward the top. Under 3 to play first half, 25-22 North Daviess. Bounced off to Logan. Now Mullen sets a screen for him. Bones looking for his brother Sticks down there. He gets it on the baseline right side. Backs him down, dumps it back and forth. That was off of Bledsoe. Yep, just a bad break for the Lions as it was last off the back of the leg of Peyton Bledsoe.
Yeah, the Lions defended that well. It's just kind of the way the ball bounced.
Mullen bounces it into Logan in front of the line bench. Out to Bones. Picks it up. Good coverage there by Jeffers to deny that pass.
That was, a play like that put a lot of guys into a travel. I'll give Bones a lot of credit, too.
Brower in the corner, passes it out around top. Mullen. Brower gets it left corner, doesn't shoot it. Now he'll drive it into the lane, stop. And a tough shot. Oh, he made it. Off a 1 foot jumper.
That looked like a Bledsoe shot.
Yeah, it looked like Bledsoe shot earlier. 27-22.
Yeah, I just said the other night, you're watching these basketball games, and years ago there was one kid every few games that can hit shots like that. Now it seems like it's just every night and it's multiple guys.
Yeah. Loogootee has it down 5 with 1:56 to play until halftime. They'll get it in the right corner. That's Haywood. Peyton Bledsoe, and he was fouled as he went flying through the lane. He was actually going out away from the basket. That'll be 5. Is that the second foul on Logan?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
5 fouls on each side. 1:50 to play until halftime. Cougars by 5. They'll get it into Peyton Bledsoe. He'll go up strong, and you bet you 2 more.
Yeah, it's always a little disappointing for a coach to let an inbounds pass on a baseline inbounds come in 2 feet from the basket.
Yeah.
Without a screen.
He's got 12, does Bledsoe. 27-24, North Daviess in the corner. Brower looking for Sticks. He'll get it to him. Sticks back to the basket on the block. He'll turn on his man, go up and draw the foul. Boy, that was a smack. Rough down there. But good footwork. These guys have got, I mean, not that it's anything new, but
I saw Jay come up and talk to him there, and he was pointing to the weak side, and I saw that too. Sticks, if he'd have turned the wrong way, there was help coming. Good job by Sticks staying strong with the ball, because I thought that thing was getting ready to get poked out, and I think that's what Jay was telling him. He said speed that up.
foul on Haywood. Free throw is off the rim, no good. High off the rim.
Did I jinx the poor boy earlier?
Now here comes Landon Schwarzentuber in again, as Logan will have a seat. 1:25 left in the first half. Cougars by 3. Sticks trying to make it 4. No good. Missed them both. Loogootee has the ball. Peyton Bledsoe. He'll drop it off. Leighton Jeffers. 8 points for him on the night. Right at the 10-second line. Bledsoe trying to get open here against Brower. Oh, nice fake, and he'll take it up and have a shot. And he made it. I thought Bo's got a hand on it, but it still went in. And that cuts the lead to 1. Bledsoe, 14 points. 27-26. Cougars have the ball with Mullen. 50 seconds till halftime. Mullen dribbling at the half line.
I assume at some point they're going to jump him out there. Oh, they may be happy with the score.
Well,
actually, they may not worry about it.
This end of quarters that's one thing that did not go very well last year. I don't remember it ever going well.
Oh boy, they were rough. They were rough.
Mullen walking around out there back and forth along the half line with 20 seconds. And Coach Dalrymple calls timeout. Mullen laughs because that was Jeffers. As soon as he called time, he come running at him right before the ref had granted it to him, but they get the timeout call. Coach Dow said he saw enough. He wants to try to draw something up here. Never had a signal from the official how long the timeout is. It's just 30. 18 seconds left until halftime. 27-26 North Daviess over Loogootee on the Whitco System scoreboard.
Yeah, I think we did what was we in the half at the against Bar Reef sectional last year. Didn't Jay hit a long 3 to make it like our 7th point of the half or something at the sectional?
He hit a 3 against Bar Eve at the end of the first half.
Yeah, and it was
and they cut it from 18-6 to 18-9.
Yeah, it gave us our 9th point. Yeah. That's
here. I was there.
I remember.
Was you there?
I was down in Florida.
I was there, and you remember. You was looking for those out-of-state games for you and John Mullen to sponsor us schedule. Here we go. Mullen at the half line. 15 seconds off the timeout. Down to 10. Directing traffic. He'll dribble to his left. He's drives it in the lane. He goes up, and then what's the call?
Charge. Yeah, charge. It's a good call.
And now Coach Gravel sending some quick subs.
Yeah, you can't have a foul on the Wilson twins in the last 3 seconds of it.
Brower and Schwarzentuber to come in. So turnover North Daviess. Mullen split a couple defenders, went up, but just got called for the charge. First foul of the game. So Brower and Schwarzentuber in there, along with Bones and Mullen and Sticks. Okay, let's go here, guys. The inbound, 2 seconds. 1. Jeffers from half court, way off, and that'll end the first half. A good one here from North Daviess. After 1 half on the Whitco System scoreboard, it's North Daviess 27, Loogootee 26. We're back in 3 minutes. North Daviess Cougar basketball here on the board is produced by Media 5 Sports.
Oh, Chuck-a-Duck is on the ballot.
Extension 285.
It's Doug Chapin. Looks like Logan Miller is going to claim his money.
Logan. Oh,
Used to be the Cougar. Used to be the mascot years ago.
yeah.
Logan Miller, his baseball team. Next up.
He donated it back. He is a former baseball player.
What's he doing? He's supposed to be on the radio.
He's probably getting a Biggins order in before they close so he can pick it up when he comes back to town.
27-26. North Daviess at the half over Loogootee here from the Cougar Den. Well, the crowd's not been disappointed. It was 17-16 after one, 27-26 after two. The Cougars was out to a 15-7. I think it was probably the largest lead. Loogootie's roared back. Give you the scoring real quick. Peyton Bledsoe leads the way. 5, 8, 10, 12, 14 for Peyton Bledsoe at halftime. 8 for Leighton Jeffers, a couple threes. And 4 points for Parker Arvin. That's it. 3 lines in the scoring column. For the Cougars, Jalen Mullen, 5, 7, 10 points for him. 2 threes and 2 twos. 2 for Austin Breyer. A couple threes for Lance Wilson. Logan Wilson's got a 3 and a couple twos for his 7 points, and 2 free throws for Brendan Stickles. 1 point after 1, 1 point after 2.
Need that after 4.
Yeah.
Then everything will be fine.
Anything that you got, Cole? I don't know if he was keeping.
I was just kind of keeping track of rebounds. There weren't hardly any rebounds.
Hard to
There
rebound.
were not rebounds. Logan had a couple. Bones had one. That was it. Early on we were scoring off of Loogootee because they were turning it over. It wasn't because of missed shots, and then they decided they weren't going to miss shots. They had the air ball in there that Bledsoe rebounded and put back in, and so there just weren't a lot of opportunities for rebounds. But I really like the way our guys are playing. I like to see that. I like to see that defensive pressure. I think that's something that honestly, Coach Mokris is very good with that. There's just been times in the past where we didn't feel like we had the personnel for it, but obviously they trust these guys to do that. We let a couple things get open on that, but we probably forced four turnovers, I bet, maybe 5 even.
Yeah.
You give up a bucket here, and we fouled the kid on the one, that's a good. Well, and the other thing about that is when you got a kid like Peyton Bledsoe on the other team, sometimes it's good to put those guys in a trap. Just get them sped up. Don't let them get comfortable in their sets, because if they do, Bledsoe is more than likely at some point going to get you. Yeah. They're a team. I don't know if you want them passing it 7 times.
Right.
Because Bledsoe's probably going to get you. They've got players on the court that are smart. They play aware, and they will finally get what they're looking for.
Well, and, turnovers probably not been a real big, it's been a big part of these games whenever they're as close as they are, but, neither one of these teams can replicate what the other was doing in practice. I'm sorry, your JV can't replicate the kind of pressure the Cougars bring or Loogootee.
Yeah, where are you going to find the kind of length that the Cougars have and the ball savviness? And Loogootee's got plenty of length, too, quite honestly. There's nothing wrong with the size there, but, the Jeffers boy and the other Bledsoe kid, they're smart players. They're heady players, and they play inside the system, and that's why I'm thinking it's not a bad idea to try to keep those guys out of their sets.
Absolutely.
And Isaac Eagle's an athlete. You give him an opportunity, he'll get you. We learned that when he was a sophomore.
Yeah, that's right. The game tonight brought to you by Greber Drafting Custom Home Plans. They offer 25 years experience in the building industry. They offer competitive prices, and each job is custom drawn. Grabber Drafting now offers at-home 3D virtual tours of your project with a free client viewer download from Chief Architect. So save time and money. Call Fred Grabber before you start your next project. Call 687-7653 or go to grabberdrafting.com. Also by the Odin Body Shop, where they've been serving folks in the North Daviess area since 1951 with complete auto body repairs and refinishing, plus custom painting and even glass replacement. Stop in and see Bob or Andrew Manning at the Odin Body Shop, 302 Kent Street. Call 636-4304. And again, thanks to Robbie's Garage and Epsom for those halftime stats. We've got a couple minutes before we're ready to start the third quarter. 27-26 North Daviess on the Ribco System scoreboard. Back in 2 minutes here on the Bullet. He just said I'm tuned in, so I had to throw that out there. Third quarter brought to you by Casey's General Stores. Casey's here for good. North Daviess leads 27-26. They have the possession arrow to start the third quarter. Cole, I guess what's the second half keys to the game? We end up with one more point?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. At the end of the day, I mean, I don't know, you have to be aware of Bledsoe, obviously, but we've seen, Jeffers, you can't leave him alone. I mean, he'll bust you up. We've seen Eagle do it in the past. Bledsoe's a good player. Parker Arvin, he's tore some teams up last year. So, I mean, you have to have court awareness. You got to know where cutters are, because that's where you have to defend Bledsoe. And honestly, probably Parker Arvin. He's a big and strong kid.
Loogootie's probably going to have to find at least a little bit more of scoring from somewhere else than those three guys, probably, I would think. Maybe not a lot, but...
Yeah, you usually... And some at times last year when you'd see Loogootee score, that was one thing you wondered about. And I mentioned it before the game started, it's like, where's the rest coming from? I know Peyton can get 24 or 26, but, if the rest of your team's getting you 10... I don't know if that's the greatest thing in the world.
Well, and we'll talk about also with the Wilsons. They got to watch that foul trouble. They both got two. There's Mullen with the ball to start here. 27-26. It's the original starters here for the Cougars. And it looks like Loogootee too, from what I see here. Around. That's Bones straight away. Oh, wait. Did he double dribble?
I don't know. I actually was not watching.
Here, it's off to Logan Russell. One of the officials right there. He just
I don't think a North Daviess guy would double dribble.
Well, no, I've really never heard of that. Mullen has the ball. He'll try to drive behind the back dribble, down the lane, layup, good. Nice move. 12 for him. 29-26. Cougars with the three-point lead. Pressuring Eagle in the backcourt. He picked it up. Now here's Jeffers. Boy, I had to be getting close to 10 seconds. Down low. Eagle, oh my goodness. Eagle just lowers his shoulder and knocks Mullen to the floor. Ouch.
Yeah, I think he just ran out of space. You know, I think he made a turn there, and you know, in college, that's probably a cylinder rule foul on the defense.
Well, I don't know. The way he turned around, just shoulder blocked him down. I don't know.
But in college,
maybe it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was. I don't know.
Well, that cylinder rule, though, you put two guys in the same space, and it's a defensive foul. I'm not saying it was a bad call here. I was thinking in college, that's probably cylinder rule issue.
Yep. Well, turnover, Loogootee. Cougars have it. Bones, right corner three. High off the rim, no good. Sticks saved it in, then he lost it. Oh, and Arvin was open down here. They couldn't get it to him. Three in the corner, no good. That one was missed by Jeffers. He saw number three going down there, and I did too. Cougars out of there with it. Mullen, right side. Pulls up for three off a dribble. Oh my goodness, Jalen Mullen. I don't know why it ever surprises me, because we've been watching that now for better than 3 years. 32-26, a 5-point lead for North Daviess. They've led by 8. Traveling violation in the backcourt on Eagle. And you talked about that length and that defense, that can create a lot of problems.
We have created some turnovers. There's no question about that. I mean, you know, it's the first game of the year, so can't tell you what they average on turnovers, but for certain they've had some probably turnovers that they don't like at this point and probably feel like they could have avoided.
Here's Lance on the dribble, right wing, backs it away with the dribble, picks it up, and then a hold. They got Jefferson. I wouldn't want to chase Jalen Mullen around there either.
No, and Jefferson, I mean, honestly, he's done a really nice job of it.
Yeah. They've actually played pretty good defense on it. That doesn't mean he's not going to score points, because he's just that good.
Yeah, they really have, and you know, Jefferson's doing what I feel like you got to do with Bledsoe. He's trying to play his defense before Jay gets the ball.
Yeah, Mullen spins on him. Now he'll wisely clear it out there to Lance. He'll pop a three off the pass. No good. Tipped around. Sticks gets it. Back up and again. And that's just his fourth point, but comes at a pretty good time. 34-26. That matches the Cougars' largest lead. They went 15-7 in the first quarter.
It also matches our rebound total from the first half. Two of them have been offensive.
5:24 to go, third quarter. 34-26 North Daviess. Out high they go. That's Walker. And now to Jeffers straight away. Bounced over to Peyton Bledsoe beyond the arc, guarded by Lance. Jeffers gets it to Brandon Bledsoe, feeds it to his brother Peyton. They'll trap him out through a bad pass, and it's almost saved in by Logan. Boy, what a defensive play. He got a handle on it and almost saved it in.
That's play there. I mean, you know, honestly, Walker's got to cut to the basket. You know, it's kind of like a receiver when your quarterback's in trouble. I mean, you got to come back.
They'll get the ball inbounded to Arvin. Out top, Jeffers stops at the free throw line. Ooh, nearly walked. Brandon Bledsoe. Arvin, no, that's not Arvin, that's Peyton Bledsoe.
Count it.
Oh, they didn't count that basket. Spun into the lane. Coach down there like, no way. Bledsoe got fouled. He spun and tossed it up in the air, tossed it up and it went in.
Yeah, there's no question he got fouled. I'm not sure he was in the act of shooting. I can assure you Coach Dallas doesn't think he was.
That cuts it to 34-28. So it'll be at the line, Will Peyton Bledsoe trying to cut it to 5. 4:48 left, third quarter.
They're trying to decide, like, what are they doing there? Trying to get the number of the player? So they got that on Lance now? Honestly, I don't know who was guarding him at that point. I mean, if he's fouling the shot, I don't think anybody was guarding him at that point.
This was good by Bledsoe. 34-29, North Daviess with 4:45 left, third quarter. Lance, left to right, across the top of the key. Wants to drive. Bones has it, right corner, dump down to Sticks on the baseline. Right side, Mullen. He's got it beyond the arc. Now he'll drive on his man underneath. And it was Lasto. It was out of bounds.
Yeah, out of bounds.
Tried to go a baseline pass underneath to I was trying to hit Lance maybe. Turnover North Daviess.
Toughest pass to make in basketball is when there's no angle.
Cougars by 5. Loogootee has the ball. 4:23 left, third quarter on the Ripco System scoreboard. Now here's Brandon Bledsoe. High arcing three, no good. Rebounded by Logan. Cougars on the run. Logan to Lance, right side, cuts down the lane, and he tried to feed it to Sticks, and they turned it over again.
He saw, or he couldn't get it there. He saw it, he was open, but he had to take an extra dribble, and then it was too late.
Coach Darrell working on the official. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Cougars with 2 straight turnovers on trips down the court.
5-point lead still. Loogootee with another chance to cut into it. 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Jeffers, one dribble out to Brandon Bledsoe. Jeffers gets it back. Bledsoe in the corner, hits his brother Peyton down low. They'll get it, and then a shot was blocked. Tipped around, taken by Logan, and then he's fouled. Good job by the Cougars to battle hard. I think Coach Dalrymple probably got us a no call there. But, see, who was that? That was Arvin, the 6'5" kid that was down low. It was just, well, I say that. I mean, it was just physical down there. I mean, who are you going to call it on? Both coaches, if both coaches are upset, does that mean the officials are doing a good job?
Actually, I was going to actually say that. That probably means they're both doing a good job. They always say if you're negotiating, if the seller thinks you didn't get enough and the purchaser thinks he paid too much, it was probably right.
Cougars have it. Bones right corner. Bounces it down to Mullen, even further in the right corner. He'll dribble it out. Beyond the arc against Jeffers. Drive by Logan. Stops with it. Bounces it out to Mullen. 3:15 to play, third quarter. Cougars by 5. Mullen backs it up to the half line. He wants to drive it. Behind the back dribble. Out to Bones. Shoots a 3. Left side. No good. And Logan Wilson should have been probably called for a rebound foul. They didn't call it, but Loogootee has it anyway. Up ahead, that's Drew Walker. Baseline, they go to Arvin. And he'll go out to Jeffers.
Oh, boy.
Open 3.
Fake.
No good. Rebound Sticks. Well, I think almost second straight one for him. It's so close to going down.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Cougars, nobody scored for a while here. Mullen gets whacked. No call. And he'll lob it up for Stickles, who lays it in and out of it. How did Mullen recover and toss that up? Timeout quickly. Sticks gets the basket. Mullen gets the assist. 2:34 to go, third quarter of the Ripco System scoreboard. It's 36-29. North Daviess leading Loogootee here at North Daviess High School. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We're back in 60 here on WWBL. I've been sitting too long. The knees are killing me.
There's only...
Cougars by 7, 36-29, 2:34 left, third quarter. Loogootee has the ball length of the court. About as fantastic as assist as you'll ever see there from Mullen before the timeout.
Yeah,
tossing it up for Sticks. Comes Loogootee, Peyton Bledsoe into the corner. That's number 21, Isaac Wagner. He goes baseline, shut off by Logan. Out to Peyton Bledsoe, doesn't shoot the 3, lost the handle. That was one of those times where he forced it too much. He can make shots, but tried to do a little too much that time. Bones left corner. They give him some room. He hasn't been able to hit one of those yet, has he?
I'm surprised he didn't let that one fly.
He's missed a couple.
But hey, good for him. Sometimes time and score means a lot too, and now's not a time to waste one.
Yeah. Under 2 to play, third quarter now. 36-29 Cougars. Mullen down the lane, tosses it up off the rim once, twice, no good. Sticks gets it back, goes up and fouled. Brendan Stickles we saw the Cougars when they made their most money, per se, when they had their most success, when he's down there battling inside, especially late in the postseason.
He's really battled well, man. I got a text from a guy sitting at an airport in Atlanta listening, actually. I think he found us on YouTube. And he said these threes are crazy. Tad Sapone, the Razorback from Arkansas, he likes this game. He said it's a great game.
First free throw was good for Sticks. Got 7 points on the game. 37-29 North Daviess. Missed the second one. And it's out of bounds off of Loogootee.
That was Austin Brower battling a little bit. That's what made that happen.
Brower deflected it, and it went right off one of the Loogootee players down there on that far baseline. They'll lob it in to Logan Wilson on the inbound. Mullen trying to get open. Logan hands it off. It's an 8-point lead for the Cougars. Mullen trying to drive. Spins. Bones. Left three. Good! Braden Stickers with his first points. 1 and 3s was bound to fall. 40-29.
Oh, don't foul him.
Yeah, don't foul him.
Don't foul him now.
Peyton had it out top there. Peyton Bledsoe. Over to Wagner. Bounce, nice bounce pass to Jeffers, drives it, tries to go down low. Lost out of bounds by Drew Walker.
That was a pretty good pass by Jeffers. Walker just wasn't quite ready for it. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it was. You're right. 1:20 to play third quarter, 40-29 Cougars. Mullen hands it off to Brower. Out around to Logan Wilson. So many weapons the Cougars have. I know now I'm saying obvious stuff. Sticks, hauls it in, back out to his brother Bones. Hand off to Mullen. 1:04 to play third quarter. Mullen scoops it into the right corner to Logan Wilson. Logan drives, spin, go up strong. Oh, that would have been sweet.
He didn't get that one off the glass.
Yeah, he didn't use the glass that time. Oh, that was a big foul.
He might have got rid of it.
45 seconds for Loogootee. It's 40-29 North Daviess. They need a basket here bad. Out to Jeffers. Bounce down baseline to Wagner. And then across the way they go. Good pass, good Brandon. Drew Walker scored that.
Yeah, that's, earlier in the game when Peyton Bledsoe had that turnover, Drew didn't cut to the opposite side block, and this time he did and created a nice little opportunity for him.
18 seconds for the Cougars. Mullen at the half line. It's 40-31 North Daviess. Had it by 11. It's 9 right now. Down to 10 seconds. Mullen, what's the Cougars going to look for here? They'll lob it up. Logan Wilson comes down, back up, missed it. How did he miss it? How on earth did he miss it? And then Bledsoe will heave it the other way. Well, that would have been sweet. That would have got it back to 11, but it's 9 after 3 quarters. On the Lipco System scoreboard, it's North Daviess 40, Loogootee 31. We're back in 60 seconds on the bullet. I think his momentum just created enough inside the basket and kicked it on out.
Yep. Unfortunately, we seems like in the past couple of years we miss a lot of stuff around the rim like that. And it's probably not what it seems. You just expect to make them all, so it seems like it.
To 31 North Daviess as we start the fourth quarter here from the Cougar Den. Fourth quarter brought to you by Casey's General Stores. Casey's here for good. And Loogootie's got the possession arrow. Into Jeffers at the half line. Over to Eagle. He and Jeffers play pitch and catch. Eagle. Cougars putting the pressure on. Now they'll go down baseline. Back out. That was Haywood, the coach's son. He doesn't get a look there.
So one thing about playing a team like Loogootee, see, they're going to stay with what they do.
Yeah, there's Bledsoe. Oh, my goodness. Well, every time he shoots it, I like it, but then every time he shoots it, it goes in, so I don't like it. Peyton Bledsoe That one was really, really tough shot.
Tough shot.
40-33, back to a 7-point advantage for the Cougars. Loogootee trying to hang around, mowing down the lane, runner right hand is good.
You know, when you got a guy like Bledsoe making those kind of shots, you know, if he was about 5'6", you might have a chance to defend that. But
But he's not. Yeah, but he's not.
You're not going to defend that against a 6'2" or 6'3" guy.
Yeah, they list him at 6'4", and I
6'4",
I believe it. And
he
he's
probably is.
got width on him too.
Yeah, he's strong. He'll battle on the post.
6:50 to play. 42-33 North Daviess baseline. They'll go. Mullen steals it. They tried it too long in the pass. Did Wagner, and Mullen easily sniffed that out. Mullen drives it down to charge. Yep.
Good call.
I wish he'd have kicked it out to Logan here for that collision, because Logan was waiting on that right wing. That probably still just the second foul on Mullen, but
that's, you know, I mean, that's one right there. I mean, you're up 9 with 6:40 to go. I mean, you probably want to pull that out. In all honesty, there's nothing wrong with running a little clock off here. I mean, you can't run the clock out to end the game, but you know, there wouldn't be anything wrong with turning down that opportunity.
Lions get it down on the baseline. They got it quickly to Arvin. They swallow him up. Now a drive. Oh, I think Haywood should have just shot that one. He was in the lane. There was nothing in front of him, but he was trying to make sure he took care of it and did the right thing. Down low, strong move, scored it. Parker Arvin. Just his second field goal, 6 points, but it's now a 7-point lead again. Kept 7. Cougars have it with 6:07 to play. Logan. They'll lob it down to Sticks. Saves it. Brower for 3. Good. Oh, man. Austin Brower with his first 3 here at North Daviess.
Some of these kids are great three-point shooters, and when they get the opportunity to catch the ball coming from the inside of the court to the outside.
And Sticks made that, saved that deal, that possession right there when he saved it before he fell down without traveling with it. Set up Brower nicely. 45-35 with 5:35 to play. Down baseline. It's Arvin kicks it out. There's Jeffers in and out, no good.
And that poor guy tipped out. To break on those.
Yeah. Loogootee ends up with it. Bledsoe from way downtown, no good. That was about if the volleyball line was there, which they don't have painted on there yet. No good. Here come the Cougars. Drive by Lance, spin, stop, and then he's fouled as he went up. At least he got the foul call.
Yeah, Sticks really cleaned that board up down here again.
45-35 Cougars, 5:09 left.
Sticks is fired up, man. He's really playing well.
Well, late in that, throughout that tournament run, you could every time, you know, when you're getting to interview players several times, that means you won a few sectional regionals. You can just see how much fun he was having and the confidence he built later, especially the second half of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's, you know, as crazy as it sounds, he's improved a bunch over the summer.
Yeah.
It was all mental. His thought process. 5
minutes to go. Brower down low, turns, and he misses it, but then it's two Cougars collided, couldn't get the board, so here comes Haywood the other way. Oh, he walked with it, or he carried it, whatever you want to call it. Out of bounds. Oh, they give it to Loogootee. 4:46 to go, 45-35. We've got a few orange and black officials down here.
If they just give that whistle, that guy that's 3 rows up behind the ref, I think we'd have got that ball.
Now here's Eagle, bounces it out to Jeffers. Eagle has missed 3 that was so close. Bledsoe baseline, good. Man. Peyton Bledsoe. 45-37 with 4.5 to play on the Ripco System scoreboard.
Getting a report now, they've got a small crowd around this guy at the Delta Lounge in Atlanta watching this game on his phone.
Atlanta, GA. Well, we're getting world famous here.
You got that right.
Hartsfield, what's it called? Hartsfield-Jackson Airport down there?
Sir.
It's called one of the busiest airports in the country, well, in the world.
In the world, yeah.
Well, here's Logan Wilson out top on the dribble, drive, and then a jump ball called. It's going to stay with North Daviess, but he got tied up. That was a good play by Wagner. And Brandon Bledsoe back in. The Bledsoe boys. 4:02 left in this one on the Ripco System scoreboard. 45-37 North Daviess. You got me tongue-tied now, Cole. A crowd listening. There's a hold on Jeffers, holding Mullen. Puts pressure on, don't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is 16 fouls on Loogootee. That's 3 on Bledsoe. Oops. There, I messed up again. Jeffers, get this right. Down low, the inbound. Lance up and in, the foul.
You know, we were talking earlier about how coaches hate to see that ball get inbounded 2 feet from the basket on a baseline inbounds. At least it was the last cutter. When they did it to us, there was no cutters. It was just a quick pass to Bledsoe.
Well, now, good bucket, right?
Yeah, the bucket's good.
Did they put it on the board? It was, there we go. We'd like to see him put it on the board. It only matters in the book, but we like to see it on the board, too.
Absolutely.
And the bonus is rolled on in good.
I guarantee you go to a 5th grade basketball game, they don't get that up. There'll be a mom let them know pretty soon. It doesn't take long.
Cougars by 11, down to 3:50 to play on the Ripco System scoreboard. It's 48-37. Loogootee working it up to court. Eagle. He'll get it to Walker. Walker on the dribble against Lance. Back to Eagle. Out top. That's Brandon Bledsoe. He's got it back out at the half line. Cougars putting pressure on Jeffers, and around they go. Eagle has it. Bounced over to Walker. 3, no good. Rebound by Lance Wilson. 48-37 with 3:23 to play. Lobbed up from one Wilson to the other, and it's out off of the hands of Logan. It was Lance to Logan. Logan lost it out of bounds.
That was a good pass.
But Coach Darrell says, yeah, that's okay.
No, that one was good. That was a layup if you catch that ball.
48-37 with 3:21 left. Turnover by the Cougars. Loogootee has the ball.
Yeah, I know I said earlier maybe Jay should have pulled that one ball out. He had 2 defenders he was trying to deal with. That was a layup if you catch that ball. Or an alley-oop layup.
Loogootee working it up here. They got it across the line with Jeffers. You know Peyton Bledsoe's wanting to look. Try to trap him out there. He'll get rid of it off to Jeffers with 3:02 to go. Peyton Bledsoe out at the half line. He wants a screen because he wants a shot. Mullen shuts him off. Now he'll drive, and then what's the call here? What's the call?
You get Mullen holding?
Okay, you're right. It was a hold on Mullen. It was on Mullen, his third.
Jay, I know that's what they called.
He's got 3 fouls. That's just the third on North Daviess. 2:53 left, 48-37 Cougars. We'll get it into Jeffers. Into the free throw line. Quickly over. Now here's Bledsoe, too. It's Brandon Bledsoe. He missed it too strong. Rebounded by Mullen. 2:40 to play. Here come the Cougs. Mullen down low. Sticks up and no good, but he's fouled. Boy, they can whistle up the court, can't they?
They sure can. Yeah, you know, you're getting to the time of game, and maybe it's because I'm just an old conservative North Daviess fan. You're getting to the time of game now. With 11.
Now, Cole, we've wanted to see this for a long time. Now you can't say you want it the other way.
Time and score makes a difference too. I like we built the lead.
Yeah, I like that run, but boy, when you know you can take care of it, that's kind of nice too.
Yeah, and I am not at all interested in seeing us try to put this game on ice at this point.
No, I know. I was just giving you a hard time.
I don't know that I like taking too many contested one-pass shots either. Yeah,
Sticks' first free throw was good. It's 49-37, 2:37 to play. One more. Yes, sir. 50-37. 2:35 to play on the Ripco System scoreboard. Brandon Bledsoe, Jeffers. And they'll get it to Haywood. He doesn't shoot. Now here's Jeffers for 3, and good. He wasn't going to hold him for so long. He'd missed 3 in a row that were like that close.
Yeah, they bounced around the rim even and wouldn't stay down. The kid's obviously a good shooter, just had a couple of bad bounces.
Now, quick timeout called here by Loogootee. And there are fans from more Loogootee fans, but there's fans from both sides leaving. I'm not leaving yet. I can't leave. But
I don't know if they watched the first quarter, but 8-point leads, 10-point leads are not safe.
Well, what could they have pressing to do at 9:15 on a Tuesday night?
Maybe there wouldn't be that many people in here on like...
You was talking about catching those pizza places before they...
Yeah, I don't think there'd be that many people in the gym that are on like work release programs. You got to get back to the jail, would there?
50-40, North Daviess on the Ripco System scoreboard. 2:22 left. Again, want to thank our sponsors tonight: Casey's General Stores, Odin Body Shop, Graber Drafting, and all of our other fine sponsors you hear on these broadcasts to make these broadcasts possible. All season last year, all this season, and 17th year overall here with the original company.
Now here, and I was talking about that aggressiveness. Now you better be aggressive, and you got to be strong because they got to throw something at you, some kind of a jump trap, defense, full court pressure, something. And you may have those wide open layups at the end of that. So,
Mullen to inbound. They'll lob it into Lance. Back to Mullen, and he's fouled. Ooh. Haywood trying to get the ball.
It's probably a good foul for Loogootee.
Yeah.
If Jay gets 2 more steps.
But what I was saying, they almost couldn't let that one go.
Yeah, which would have been good for North Daviess. I think he would have controlled that ball and would have been looking at a 3-on-1 situation.
So Brandon Bledsoe back in. Wagner in. It'll be, okay, it's still 1-1. It's 9 team fouls on Loogootee. So Jalen Mullen tries to add to this Cougar 10-point lead with 2:19 to go. What a night Jalen Mullen's had to start off 22-23. First one's good. 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17. He's got 18.
I like that number for him.
Yeah. We like 19 even better here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 52-40 North Daviess with 2:19 to play. And they'll trigger it in with Wagner. Get it ahead quickly to Peyton Bledsoe. I thought he was going to let her fly.
Yeah.
Might as well now.
And I wouldn't have been surprised if it went in had he.
Brandon Bledsoe, high off the rim, no good. Rebound to Lance Wilson. He was tied up. Good tie up, and it's possession arrow Loogootee with 2:07 to play. Well, it bears. I don't know if it bears repeating. It's so obvious, but these Cougars are so tough on the rebounding. They've just gotten better every single year. They're better than it was last year.
Right.
I mean, they're just so tough in there with those boards. Tough boards. Down low, Jeffers fakes the shot, goes all the way out beyond the arc. Down to 2 minutes to play. It's 52-40 North Daviess. Peyton says, "I'll shoot it. Give it here." Lets her fly from way outside, no good. Rebounded by Logan. Lance has it. Under 2 to play. Cougars by 12. Logan dribbles around the trap, off to Mullen, spins around his man, to the hoop, dumps it off. Good job.
Yep. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's a good play.
And then Logan has it to Mullen, splits the couple of defenders. They're trying to foul. No, they won't call it. Mullen out to Logan. And then they foul Logan with 1:25 to play. Before long, they might as well just not foul. They lost a lot of time there.
Yeah. I'm a little shocked to see this at a 12-point game right now, honestly, but I'm happy about it.
Logan, good. It's a double bonus time. Yes and no. I mean, they've got the capability if they can get out to a lead and you start to frustrate the other team, I mean, I'm more surprised than not surprised. Second free throw missed by Logan, or by Lance. It was Logan. Why can't I get that right? 53-40.
Because they look alike.
Yeah. 3 was missed. The long 3, long carom out to Haywood. He'll get it in the corner. Wagner out to Peyton Bledsoe. 1:05 to play, 53-40. Now there's a 3 on the way. No good. Left short by Isaac Wagner. Taken by Logan. What a performance for these Cougars tonight. They get a standing ovation from the Cougar fans. What a awesome night it's been here at the Cougar Den. The girls got it started with a 7-point win, 33-26. The awesome ceremony they put together up here at North Daviess for those state champs for last year. And now the Cougars boys get a big win here over their rivals from Loogootee. And they're just going to let the clock run out.
Coach Dalrymple having a conversation with the younger Bledsoe.
It's down to 25 seconds. And Lance stands and holds the ball. What an awesome, awesome night for the Cougars. Now Lance and the official having a talk. That clock just ain't running out. They've been standing there with 50 seconds to go. It's going. Down to 5 seconds.
In 4th grade, you can just call it at this point.
And John Mullen announces it to the crowd. There's the horn. Our final on the Whipco System scoreboard as Lance goes flushing off the backboard and dunks it with half the time right now. But our final on the Whipco System scoreboard, North Daviess 53, Loogootee 40. We'll be back in 2 minutes with our post game. North Daviess Cougar basketball on the board is produced by Media 5 Sports. Could have a lot of fun this year.
It's going to be a lot of fun. He schooled Sean Bradley up here one time in Summer League.
It was 27-26 after 2. Cougars got out to that 9-point lead after 3 and win it by 13. And just an outstanding performance, Cole, by these Cougars.
Absolutely, it was. I mean, hey, welcome back to North Daviess. Austin Brower, too. That guy had a nice debut. Landon Swartz, which came off the bench and showed he deserves minutes, and I'm sure we'll see him on the court again. You know, the older guys, they kind of did what we were hoping they would do. And, you know, but boy, that's a lot of athleticism, a lot of length that takes the court for North Daviess this year. We've seen some lengthy teams here, but I don't know like this. You know, Ike's senior year, we looked a little bit lengthy, you know, but everybody was 6'1" to 6'3". Now all of a sudden we've grown a few inches on top of that.
Well, as we're waiting for Coach Dower, we'll get some of the scoring here. Loogootee led by Peyton Bledsoe. 4, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17, 19, 21, 22 points for Peyton Bledsoe. 3 threes and a 2 for Leighton Jeffers, so he had 11. 6 points for Parker Arvin and 2 for Drew Walker. So Walker was the one other Loogootee player to get in the scoring column. When you can hold Isaac Eagle without scoring, I think that was big.
You know, that is. Eagle's a player, man. He's just an athlete, and he's built so well to play high school sports, and yeah, I mean, you know, and he may be the difference maker for those guys as the season goes forward. Who sees or who knows? One thing about Loogotee's going to clean up their turnovers. I mean, that's not typical for Loogootee. I do think that we will be able to create a lot of those for our opponents as the season goes on, but they'll clean those up. That Loogootee team, I feel bad for whoever plays them next. I think they're probably a little better than the score indicates tonight because of the turnovers, and they've got good length, and they've got height, and they've got some strength, and whoever plays them next, I hope they've ate their Wheaties.
Yeah. Mullen leads for the Cougars with 19, 5 for Austin Brower, 3 for Braden Stickles, 6, 8, 9 for Lance, 7, 9, 10 for Logan, and 2, 4, 6, 8 for Brendan Stickles to round of scoring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Cougars in the scoring column for the North Daviess Cougars. Like I said, 1 after 1, 1 after 2, 9 after 3, and 13 after 4. Hey, there's Coach Brent Dalrymple. How have you been?
I've been good. And glad to get this season underway, man. That was a lot of fun tonight.
First of all, congratulations to you guys on an excellent ceremony for these guys. That was well
Yes.
put on. You guys planned that for a minute or two.
Yeah, we did.
That took a little while to plan.
That was pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
that was awesome. Congratulations to the girls to getting that win. But,
Yeah.
But talk about this. You guys got off to a great start. Loogootee wasn't playing that bad either. You just then really blew it away in there in that second half, which it was not completely. We knew if you could get rolling and do what you're capable, that was possible.
Well, moving up to 3A, the one thing that we feel like that we know is we're going to have to put more points on the board. So the old North Daviess has got to go out the window. And I've always wanted to throw the old North Daviess out the window, quite frankly. It's all about your talent level.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the talent level, it's hard to run up and down. But we feel like we've got some serious talent out on the floor. So it's not going to be a secret with us. We are going to get up and down the floor, and we're going to make you get up and down the floor if you don't want to. And I told the kids in the locker room, I don't know that I've ever coached a game in 500 and whatever games I've coached where we've pressed and trapped the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, we pressed and trapped 92% of that game. You could see it.
Yeah.
Like you said, it was 1 point after the first, it was 1 point after the second, and then we just kept on it. And we're going to have to learn what presses do to you, but from what I know, presses wear you down both mentally and physically. And by the end there, I think you saw them. A couple of them didn't even want to touch the ball because we had big old bodies coming at them. So just really proud of our kids for becoming a new team and embracing new ideas, and we got to get better at them for sure, but really good start.
8 threes, Coach. 8 threes on the game. That was nice.
And once again, we've talked about that. Last year we won a state championship without being able to make a three.
Yeah.
We had to take the three ball out of our repertoire for the most part, and again, we talked about that going into the summer, fellas. We cannot survive in 3A going 0 for 11 from 3 in the first half. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
And there's just too many good players and good teams. So kids, to their credit, they really worked on their shooting. We've got a lot of confidence. You gain confidence going from your junior year to senior year. And for us to make 8 threes is about where we want to be. And we talked about last year, we never really did feel like we played to our full potential because we never hit 6 or 8 threes in a game, and we thought we were going to do that.
Not to brag, that was not by far your best game in that state championship game. I mean, no, it was good enough.
Yeah.
But Coach, and I want to mention too, another thing to celebrate: 1,000 points for Jalen Mullen. How about that? I mean, just another thing to celebrate tonight. And what a kid!
I think of him. He's a special guy, and he certainly makes coaching a lot easier. All these guys do.
Sure.
But I love Jay Mull, and he's such a leader and such a competitor and such a winner. And he just knows what he's doing out there on the floor at all times. But all of our guys do. We've got a couple different presses, a couple different traps. And I asked them all night, do we want this or do we want that? Do we want this? And they called them. They did it. And I feel like when kids make decisions like that, they take ownership of it. And they play even better because of it. So I'm just really proud of all of them. I mean, you want to talk about some people, let's talk about Bones.
Yeah.
Bones' defense is going to wreak havoc on people. That length and that herky-jerky style that he's got, Sticks is so much more confident out on the floor and where he's supposed to be and what he's supposed to do. And then Austin, a new addition.
Yeah, he had a nice
He's a physical player, and boy, he hit a huge three.
Oh my goodness, big
in the corner.
big.
He had a little turnaround fadeaway, and then Landon Schwartzentruber came in and was able. We got Lance in foul trouble there in the first half, and Landon came in and held his own.
Gave some good minutes there.
That's what we need.
Yep. All right. Well, Coach, up next, I guess it's Terre Haute North. So, if I'm not mistaken, the next on the schedule, and that's at Rose Holman on Saturday.
Yes.
And that's the last game of kind of a kind of a single day, what do you call that, shootout?
There's 16 teams there, so we're the last of 8 games. We're hoping it starts at 8:30.
Being the last game, it probably won't.
I know, but they got another gym to warm up in, so they're going to start the next game right away.
Okay.
So it's a lot like, where they get it and go. They said 2 or 3 minute warm up and play, so they could. But we had 125 tickets. We sold all those immediately. But they have guaranteed us, being the last game, that if you go, you're getting in.
Well, that's what people was asking me. I said, well, I haven't talked to coach or anybody. I said, if being the last game, surely they'll be able to get more in. Because some people were like, they don't want to drive up or not get in. But I'm sure there's a way they can make that happen.
If you go, you're getting in. But Terre Haute North, they in the regional got beat by, I believe, Cathedral.
Okay.
Got beat by Bloomington North. And by like 4 points, and they got everybody back. They are a really, really solid team. And
another good test.
But yet another good test. Every single one of them will be. But it's going to be a great place to play.
Looking at your schedule, you guys will be prepared for March. Looking forward to it. This has been a great way to start it, Coach. Thanks for everything. What a great night here at North Daviess.
How'd you like your ring, bud?
Hey, I love it. I love it. Appreciate that. Good. Thank you so much for that. So tried it on. Fits good.
Good.
So, all right, Coach. Thanks so much. We'll see you Saturday. And have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes,
we're going to have a real happy one.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Especially my family in Loogootee. So
there you go.
You got that right. So thank you for being here. We'll see you Saturday.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Brent Dalrymple after the game, 53-30. Or excuse me, 53-40. Yeah, it wasn't 53-30. 53-40. He's fired up. I see John Mullen down there. What a night for him. He really enjoyed that. And yes, thank you to North Daviess and made that happen for them to give me a state championship ring. I really appreciate that. It's been fun calling these games all these years, and that was a very nice gesture. So we're done from here. Again, like I said, our next broadcast, it'll be, Coach said, it's supposed to be an 8:30 start. It'll be real close to that. 8:30 on Saturday night. The Cougars will take on 4A Terre Haute North at Rose-Hulman. And as Coach said, they sold 125 tickets, but they have guaranteed if people come up for that last game, they're going to get you in the door. So for people that are wondering about that, they're going to get you in. So, and you would figure with the last game, surely they'd find a way.
Yeah.
So
you may not get any popcorn. That may be sold out.
But you're getting in. That's the key.
Get the gym. Get the show.
Bring your own popcorn. BYOP, I guess. So that does it from here tonight. What a great night. Cole, this is one of those nights that we won't forget from up here.
No, it's probably the first time the old Cougar basketball feed has been surrounded by people in the Delta Lounge at the Atlanta airport.
Yeah, so appreciate that. Again, thanks Ken Booth for all night. Been a long night with 2 games in the ceremony, but thanks to him so much. Thank you again, Cole Wolford, for all your help. I'm Jonathan Graber. Tune us in Saturday night, 8:15 against Terre Haute North. Happy Thanksgiving.